Hazard pay is back on, baby. It's in the third stimulus package, and now with this big win from Chuck Schumer, it could be put into the fourth stimulus package by Recon. In this overnight LA video, I explain hazard pay from 2020, and now with that Recon win, it could be put in front and center in the fourth stimulus package. Enjoy this overnight LA video about hazard pay. Big exciting details as the push to get hazard pay on their second stimulus package heats up. But meantime, on the other side of town, Nancy Pelosi is working on her congressional budget bill that has no money for farmers. So the cows are very angry with Nancy, as though everyone else isn't as well. The cows are saying, "What are you trying to bulldoze me out?" I mean, this is just sort of silly. It's not utterly cute at all. We're about to shake this up, shake it like a milkshake. We're tired of Larry Kudlow and his calculator. So get ready, because when the purple power hits hard when it comes to hazard pay, you're going to hear it. Kaboom. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE, and I hope you're good and safe with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. This one about hazard pay, that $10,000 that could land in your bank account under a second stimulus package. And it's incredible, great news for frontline workers who worked during the pandemic, or did work, or still working, and are entitled to money for their work as a frontline worker. Thank you for your service. I appreciate your service. A lot of people aren't thanking you for what you've done. And the viewers of this channel also thank you as well. You're entitled to money, and this is the video that explains to you hazard pay. If there was ever time to subscribe to this channel, it's today. Go to the front of this channel and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and there's also an alert button. Hit that as well, so you can alert when a new video goes live. This is going to be the most important video you're going to watch today about hazard pay. It's probably also going to be the only video, because no one's really staying with this subject every single day but me. I really have you in my heart, and I do believe that whether you're a nurse or driver, a grocery store worker, fast food operator, restaurant worker, janitor, that you're entitled to hazard pay. And this is the video that I put front and center to get you that money every single day. Also like this video, because it's going to be the most informative video you have today that explains to you not only the money you're entitled to, but also the path to get that money. All right, so here, let me get to the incredible details today. First, I'm going to be talking about the Romney plan, and then what Romney did, which I really don't like today. Then I'll be talking about those airlines, also what I don't really like today. And then I'll be taking some of your 692 questions. But to start, I'm going to be starting with the really great news and the focus, which is the push to get a vote on the second stimulus package. The Problem Solvers bill was introduced over a week ago, and the push from Republicans and Democrats, both in the House and Senate, is to get a vote for that bill. And the vote for that bill is being urged by Republicans and Democrats in both members of the House. They want to get it done because they're concerned about a lot of things. And one of the top concerns is not your check, but their check. Yeah, isn't it funny how things happen that way? Well, in the video right before this, I went over the list of senators, Republicans and Democrats, who are up for re-election. And guess what? If you're entitled to hazard pay, you should go watch that video right before this one and get the names of the people. Also go on Twitter. I'll be tweeting an image of their names, and you should be tweeting them a copy of this video that says, "Hey, you don't give me hazard pay, I'm not re-electing you, and I'm one of your voters. And you know what? I might not even be from your state, but I'm telling everyone else in your state not to vote for you because you didn't give me hazard pay." That's how we play on this game, and that's how we get things done. It's called the power of the purple. 270,000 265,000 subscribers who have a collective purpose to get the money that you're entitled to. We don't just sit around and talk about things coming to us or read news articles. We get informed and push, whether it's protest or learning how to talk with your boss or finding hazard pay on a state and local level. Let me talk about that shortly before I get back to the federal one. Remember, this is so important, and I can't mention it every day, but I want to remind you. States are rolling out hazard pay on a state, city, and county level for private and public workers who are frontline during the pandemic. You need to look for that on a regular basis. It's the result of the CARES Act 1, $150 billion dedicated to state and local for hazard pay, rent, FPUC, food, stimulus, and they're starting to spend the money now. Yeah, now. Can you imagine? Because it's about to lose or use. The timeline to use the money is coming up. And so they have to spend the money on you. So on a daily basis, you should be looking for your state for keywords, your state plus, grant plus, CARES Act 1, and be looking under news articles. Viewers have already done it and have had great successes on finding rent, food, and aid, and they've dropped in the comments. So that's the power of the purple. Finding money, and if you find something that helps, drop in the comments so someone else knows it's live in your city or state. And if it's something that you want to send to me in DM or on Twitter, I will share it and I will send it part of the community. We're all here to help one another. Get the money that you're entitled to. This channel started with me getting viewers anywhere between $5 to $25 million they're entitled to, but for the pandemic. All right, let me get to hazard pay. Hazard pay on a federal level, that was the state level. Hazard pay on a federal level is not in the problem solvers bill. That's why the problem solvers need to hear from you. The problem solvers bill is front and center. It is the bill that is likely to get the vote because the HEROES Act is now out to left field because it omitted a lot of stuff. It's too bloated and no one's really backing it except the Temple of Doom. So Republicans and Democrats, Senate and House, are now backing the problem solvers bill, but we need to get it to a vote. Need to get it to a vote, need to get it to a vote, need to get it to a vote. So you need to be on social media and tagging them and say, hey, let's get this to a vote. But let's add this. Hazard pay. I will be tweeting an image, and the image calls for the Romney plan. I like the Romney plan better than anything else we've seen. The Romney plan is a Senate-introduced plan by Mitt Romney, the Republican, that requires, yes, this is incredible, requires the employer to apply for you to get that hazard pay. It is not discretionary. They'll be violating federal law if they don't do it. Yeah, don't you love that? I love that too. And this is whether or not the employer has shut their doors or is, temporarily shut their doors or gone bankrupt. They still got to go get the money for you. If you worked in the pandemic all the way up from January to the present, you would be entitled to the money. This would be money coming to you on a lump sum based upon the number of hours you worked, times an hourly calculation. I can't remember Romney's number. It may have been $11 an hour. It was a good number. I can't remember the number, but it would come to you. And this is incredibly important for viewers of the channel who are entitled to that money. Now, things you need to understand, because I get the question all the time, is what if I was laid off? You still get the money. What if I had multiple jobs? You still get the money. What if I got laid off, but I'm now working again somewhere else? Still get the money. Everything is basically yes, almost. I mean, there's almost no scenario in which is a no. So that's the easy thing about it. All right, so here's the stuff I don't like today. Yeah, there's always something I don't like, and so we don't talk on rose-colored glasses. We tell the good and the bad. And here's the stuff I don't like. Romney. Wait, I just told you something good about Romney. Yeah, and here's the part I don't like about Romney. Mitt Romney says he will support the Senate holding a vote on President Donald Trump's Supreme Court nominee this year. Mitt, the reason I don't like this is because Mitt, don't be distracting the hazard pay bill you wrote. Now, freely I will admit that he uses the term this year. Okay, that's fine. Just do it later in the year, just not now. Yes. Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to tell you. Next thing I want to tell you, if I watch Mornings LALATE, where's my dragon? I mean, that dragon with the fire-breathing tongue. Come out and get the message out to Susan Collins and Senator Wickers. It's like, I'm a frontline worker. I was a dragon. I worked in the Temple of Doom during the pandemic. I entitled to the hazard pay. Either this or I'm going to show you how dragon works. Senator Wicker and Senator Collins really should just be, put out to pasture. Moved out of the way because they had the audacity, utter nonsense to introduce a standalone bill for airlines. Really? Yeah, all that excitement we had yesterday about airlines being part of the second stimulus package, moving us to the finish line, bringing us to an October 1st deadline, doing it. Suddenly these two nincompoops put it as a standalone bill? That wasn't even part of the equation, folks. Oh my goodness. No one likes Susan Collins, but Lord. So tell Susan Collins and Senator Vicker, we don't support you. Get it into the stimulus package. We do support the airlines. We just don't support the way you've done this. Put it into the stimulus package and get this to the finish line and include hazard pay. That's at Senator Wicker, singular. I love his cheers. And at Senator Collins, no relation to Phil. All right, Delta wants to remind you that they don't have an October 1st deadline because they got extension, but only for 1,200 people. Okay, whatever, to November 1st, like we really care. They're still under a deadline. Let me turn to some of your 692 questions from yesterday, and they were incredible about hazard pay board before I get more to the details of what's going on. Jimmy House, they should be giving us $2,000 a month. Pandemic Beach, it's not that they don't want them in the package, it's just that it's funny how the airlines were more important than unemployment. There's so many people unemployed. That's a really great comment. What I want to express to you right now as you're watching this with me, we're focusing on one another. We're focusing on what we have to get. We're also not, we also don't have side, what do they call those things in thoroughbred racing where you have the side things on the side of the horse. We don't have those things on where we don't see other things happening. These are the other things that are happening. People and industries are rushing to Congress and saying, give us stimulus. We need stimulus. Our industry's going to implode. And so suddenly us are battling these other industries who are suddenly coming forward and saying, we need stimulus. Among them is the travel industry, not the airlines, but the hotel industry. Down 85% year to date. They say they're going to go under. They don't get stimulus. Okay, we've been waiting here for a while. There's a line behind us. It's like the soup guy on Seinfeld. Get behind us. 12 deadly sins. Laughter is what I need from the circus in our country. Thank you. Magdalene, say something, God. We need you at this moment. Amen. Randy Pierce, wow. We have 100 and so-called leaders fumbling the ball for over 320 million lives. It's time for we the people to take back control. Amen. Watch that video right before this one. The first one at 3:30 on stimulus check. I detail the senators that we need to kick out if they don't give us stimulus. And on evenings LATE at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Pacific Eastern Standard Time, I will be giving you the House representatives who are up for re-election. Kimberly, hello LA. Is it possible for both to sign executive order for both stimulus and the airport industry? Everything else fails. Also to include hazard pay. Yes. If you didn't watch the video right before this is the third time I said this. There is a comment in there in which Kudlow says the president has considered repurposing $100 billion from PPP. It should be 100 million. I don't know how much. This is a lot of money. 100 something million dollars from PPP. I've used that verb before. Remember, I told you the president identified $300 billion, that $300 million that he could use for second stimulus checks, and then I said there was another $200 million sitting around. Well, guess what? And I would always use the verb repurpose. That's exactly what Kudlow says the president's considering. You think he's watching his channel? Pamela. We just need faith, LALATE, sunshine, purple power. Tona, good evening, LALATE, and everyone in the purple power family. Thank you, Tona. There's a couple of viewers I see on a daily basis, and every single video, and I absolutely adore that, and I adore you as well, and they include Tona. Carolyn, I'll be glad to see stimulus reach the American people. Amen. Charlotte Day, I care because paying stimulus for all the people I actually know will be good. Amen. Betty Black, good afternoon, Mr. Purple Power. We'll be lost without you. You truly are the best. Well, I really appreciate that. Janice Kennedy, I feel some action really coming. Yay, purple power. Mary Gamble, can't believe this has been so long. So sad. Really, people need this. Amen. Michael Uchi, we need to agree to term limits. Absolutely. Karen, John Roberts is the next Supreme Court justice to go. Also, they're calling for a twin-demic to shut us down to prevent in-person voting. Oh, I don't know what that means. Debbie Riddle, LALATE, Nancy said today she has arrows in her quiver. Now we know she's not cranky. Mercy, LA, we're praying our God would answer us. Williams family, I really feel like Nancy Pelosi's husband needs some vacation time of his own. Gallup me, I feel like the little doll on the island of misfits toys in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I haven't any dreams left to dream. Tasha Maloney, we need the money. Haley, our Congress needs to wake up. Tamara, they're blessing our way of family. Mariah Lillard, I have faith it's coming. Robert Alvarez, I'm afraid. Well, there we go. As we go into the next video, which is enhanced unemployment benefits, you need to understand that there's a lot here that absolutely has to be pushed, and the problem solvers bill is the push. You need to push for the vote. You need to get it to a vote, and you need to get it done ASAP. We're in a short time frame. We're in a very short time frame. To answer that viewer's comment, the president can do this by executive order, but at the moment there's a push to get it to a vote. We need to get it to a vote. We're not at a vote yet. Our efforts are not done. We're close to the finish line, but we're not there yet. So be on social media, take this video, like it and share it, tag the congressman, and always include the hashtag purple power so other viewers of this channel see you as well. If you've not subscribed, go to the front of this channel. You see now why this is a strong community. 1,700 comments, all arguing for the same thing, and a united force to get what people need right now. Also like this video, because this was a really good video to give you the latest update on hazard pay. Coming up next is unemployment benefits. That's a big one, so don't miss that. I'll be answering some of your questions as well that I've gotten in private. So as always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay focused, and stay of LA for more.